Hey everyone, this is Zach of Zach More Fitness, and today I want to talk to you about how to properly lock out a deadlift or a hip thrust or even a squat. And the idea for this video came up because of some recent posts by Brett Contreras on his idea to actually perform what's called a posterior tilt when you finish like a deadlift or a hip thrust. And I think what he refers to is he calls it an American deadlift. If when you finish you kind of squeeze your glutes and get this nice posterior tilt. And I think that's a good idea. I agree that a posterior tilt will give you maximum glute activation. The problem is that a lot of people are unable to perform a proper posterior tilt. So what I see when people try to do this is instead of pulling the front of that hip up, like we talked about, pulling the zipper to the nose, a lot of people will simply ram their pelvis forward, but they're still in this anterior tilt and they're just hanging on the front of their hips. Okay, so the problem with that is that causes a lot of irritation in the front of your hip. It still causes, it still gets a nice glute activation, but it doesn't properly teach you to use your abs, and it doesn't give you that advantage of the posterior tilt. So when you go to finish a deadlift, or a hip thrust or a squat, something like that, you do think about squeezing your butt, but you also have to think about using your abs at the same time to simply pull the front of that zipper up. Okay, so it's not a matter of ramming your pelvis forward, it's simply a matter of getting here, squeezing your butt, using your abs to pull the front of your pelvis up. Okay, they have to work together. Your glutes and your abs have to work together. If they don't, you're going to get that ram forward, you're still going to be in the anterior tilt, which can cause irritation on the front of the hip. Okay, and in future videos we'll talk a little bit about how to learn to perform a proper posterior pelvic tilt. So I hope that helps. If you guys have questions, leave in the comments. And that's it.